This is one of those books that can incite conflicting feelings in an audience all at once. It can make an audience feel feelings of extreme pity, anger, exasperation, and bewilderment, all in the same page, paragraph, even sentence especially. This sort of recollection of such a chaotic childhood is told from the perspective of said child growing older throughout the novel, but the style of the book itself is presented in that of an adult tone. So it has the effect of being a child's viewpoint displayed by an adult to adults, is the idea. And through this, kids say the darndest things. These sorts of severe and adult-like situations, such as abusive relationships, starvation, poverty, nomadic traveling across the United States, gambling, attempted rape, all these things, it's seen through the eyes of a growing soul and told very matter-of-factly to an adult audience. And it is this way that Jeanette Walls excels in inciting her audience to really not necessarily identify with this character, but to see the true struggle that she experiences. Having read and analyzed this novel, I can safely say that The Glass Castle is probably one of the most infuriating, exasperating, bewildering novels I've ever read. I can also safely conclude that Wallace is an expert of using these very aspects of her novel, by extension her childhood, to make her audience go, then what? I read this book over the course of a single weekend because I couldn't put it down, and yet every single paragraph made me either want to go at someone or just shake my head and ask why. Why is this so? Why is this such? Why is this happening to this poor little girl? This presentation of this chaotic childhood through a very matter-of-fact tone, almost as if it ought to be fact. Why would it be any different? I don't know, do you? It's just the way that Walls has presented herself. I like to identify this sort of tactic as being mood whiplash of sorts, in which within the same paragraph or sentence, Walls may talk about her wondrous experiences in seeing the deserts of Arizona at night and sleeping with her family under the stars and marveling and thinking, hey, we're the luckiest guys in the world. And then immediately afterward, followed with car chases and alcoholic, abusive parents and this sort of thing. And it's oftentimes in rapid fire succession or alternating presentation. This sort of conflicting delivery can help define mood whiplash, and this combined with the childlike childlike point of view with an adult expression to adult audiences can really help sell the point of the novel. In this case, Walls herself, as she narrates her life in short snippets, her tone is consistent throughout the novel as her own voice, but when she talks about other characters, such as her parents or her siblings, and what other characters say, oftentimes she will adopt their accents, their vocabulary, their speaking styles. So what do these various aspects mean for the book? What is Jeanette Walls trying to sell here? Well, in this here book, The Glass Castle, the main message is per se, are not very clearly defined, you see. Different characters have different opinions on subjects such as, say, hope or faith or perception of what is to come. Like with the misery exhibited by the walls, over time, and at times, different characters at different times may say different things about the same subject, like whether or not their struggles give them true freedom or beauty, or whether they limit them and strip them down. It's relative. It changes very frequently throughout the book and can be implemented with the mood whiplash mentioned earlier. On the other hand, other certain morals, such as faith, are put into a sinister spin, such as belief in yourself, not out of faith or out of happiness, but because one may be desperate, or if you don't believe in yourself, you'll go crazy. You'll lose all sense of hope. It's these sorts of things that make The Glass Castle an interesting read and help to contribute to how it develops as a novel. In short, and in conclusion, this book heavily utilizes the concept of mood whiplash to deal with these terms through the expression of a childlike mind to an adult audience to show an overall, say, message.